We have recently added the ability to run simulations in real time. Normally, when you click a start button, as you can see up top here, it will run and simply fire each transition that is available to fire next in order. So if there's 10 transitions that could happen in a second, it will actually take 10 seconds to run all 10 of those. That is not real time. If also you have a transition that's next going to run in only a minute, it will run immediately because it's the next one. So the normal mode here is very nice for stepping through logic and contingency plans, but it's not so nice for a feeling of the time it will take to do things. So we've added the ability here with these buttons up the top here, step and time, to switch between a step mode and a time mode. So let's look at how this works. The step mode is the normal one. So if I run this, see, tokens are coming through here. And they're being stored in the database. And they take a bit of time, but that's because even if each of these sensors can generate 1 token a second or 1 token every 2 seconds, we're running them in order. Now it's more obvious when we get to the actual aggregation side of things here, when this database starts to aggregate results. Let's bring it up here so we can see the results more easily. Wait until the first failure occurs. Let's speed this up. I'm going to click the next button here to speed it up, because we can see that the first failure is going to occur at 10 time units and we're only at 4 point something. The reason for the fractions here is that there's a random number generator in these sensor measurements, so they don't generate events every second, they generate at some fraction of a second. We can in fact look inside one of them to see. There we go here. This one will generate one every 0.52 seconds, and the other next one every 1.8 seconds or so, and the other one here is every 1.6 seconds. So they're different. Each generator has a different rate of generation. So we're nearly at 10 seconds. I can speed it up slightly by just pushing a little bit of, there we go. Now, let's get past 10 seconds here. There we go. We've got a disk failure now. The fixed network off has failed, and we get a backlog pulling up here, as you've seen before. So what happens if I push through this to get that fixed network repaired? There we go. Now you'll see the backlog slowly disappearing. In fact, the backlog would be processed very, very quickly because none of these have got any time delay on them. The time to take it from in-memory into the disk here is extremely fast. So this stepwise isn't at all real time because it doesn't show us that. Also, what the stepwise did was it ran the contingency plan step by step. We can see that if we actually get to the next failure, which should occur at 20 seconds, that's coming up pretty soon. Let's get there quicker. Click the next button a few times. Alright, here comes the next failure. There it goes, bang, bang. So you can see it actually moving through the network. So you saw taking the decision route over there. If we went to real time, then you would find that the entire contingency plan would be processed instantaneously, because at the moment all of these choices have got no time delay on them. The only ones that have time delay on them are the restore actions. You see this one takes 1 time unit. If we come down here, the repair disk takes 10 time units. The repair server takes 50 time units. So those repair actions will take real time, and the time simulation will show that, but the choices made here in the contingency plan switch, the red transitions, will all happen instantaneously. So let's do that. Let's switch it to time based. Alright, It's now time-based. So now you'll see the time up here will move. If you look at the very top here, this is going up in 1 second increments. And as a result, you also see the many transitions firing at the same time. These because these transitions were all available within the same second. So they will all fire at the same time. And we'll get the next failure very soon. Let's have a look at that. Oh, that processed so quickly we even missed it. It ran through, and here it is down here. It was a disk failure, and then it went up, and there it goes. So we only caught it at the end in the time-consuming parts. The decision making went very, very fast. Let's shoot forward to the next one. The next failure will occur at 100 seconds. So if we click the step here, let's see how fast did we go. We're in the step mode, that's why. Switch to time mode and click the next. I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Now we're shooting through. So we're nearly, oops, it's too fast. But you see the backlog. That's going to go away when this token down here moves up and gets repaired. So let's see, that'll come through soon. Actually, I think that was a server repair, so that will take a bit longer. It was 50 seconds or something. Yes, it will only occur at 150, so we can move forward to that point. If I click next here, okay, we're nearly there. Alright, now watch these here in the middle. They're going to disappear very quickly when you pass 150. So it's now processing the fixed another problem. Oh, see this. Okay, actually, what's happened here is we're processing so many tokens that oh, there we go. All went through. It all went through in one shot. But that took a little bit of memory to process that. But there you get the idea. The real-time simulator will refresh the screen once every second. And in some cases, like this last one, it took several seconds just to do that because we processed quite a bit of the network in one go. And it's now continuing to load and process things once per second. And while it's running, of course, you can switch back to step by step, and then you'll see only one transition at a time firing as before, and you can actually see things that don't take any time, like the aggregator. You will actually see things on this. When you switch back to the time mode, you should never see it on the aggregator because it'll run right through the entire logic chain, all within the same second. So you see them coming to the database directly. Right.